What's up, guys? Another cool Kraken build to show off. This is Kraken build number 202, going out to Bill Johnson. Okay, Google, volume down. Yeah, that's where it should be. Volume at 1. Alright, so Kraken build number 202. This is one of my bronze Kraken dials. So they're painted in green and then baked, and you never know what you'll get out on them. Sometimes you get some pinks in there, sometimes you get some blues. This one actually just pretty much stayed a nice brass color. So straight on, looks, you can kind of see the brown in there, but it really pops once it hits the light. This is in a brushed 350 case. And then one of my vintage bezels. I literally just got these last week from my buddy in the Ukraine. He sent me 10 of them. I stripped them down, repainted, sanded them, and then aged them. And it turned out pretty awesome. So around the edges, nice coin edge. And then a good distressing right on the face all the way around. Tension ring bezel, so it'll go left, it'll go right. These are just, you know, I always want to say unidirectional, but uni means one. Bidirectional. So just bidirectional bezel, you can put it wherever you want. And it's inset so far that unless you really kind of get into it, you're not really going to move it. It's not really going to catch on anything. Kraken engraved crown. Milled and Kraken engraved caseback. It's got a stainless steel movement holder in there and a signed rotor. And then this is, silver handset in there with one of my fancy Moldova seconds hands. And then this is on like a wax leather. It's super, super, super slick. Grab something that had a little bit of green in it to tie in there with the dial. So distressed Kraken dial. Bronzed. If you get real close there, you can see pock marks around the head. You see pock marks in the tentacles everywhere. But it turned out pretty awesome. So you can kind of see right there. I kind of saw a little bit of purple, but then again, it could be a reflection. But it turned out pretty awesome. I don't have many of these style dials left. I think I have 3 or 4 more green, 3 or 4 more blue, and I think 1 or 2 orange. So that's the build. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, wear it, put it in a watch winder. This one rubs just slightly, but over time it should wear itself. This one has good movement there. When we did these bands, I have massive spring bars on these, so that doesn't quite help, but it keeps decent form. I want it to have just a little bit of play. I don't want them on there so tight that it doesn't move. But this side has decent play. This side has it too. You just have to force it just a hair, but over time it'll work itself in. Strapped by my buddy Jonathan Gillespie over at Wristbound. Brushed preview buckle on this one. And that's the build. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, wear it, put it in a watch winder. But if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. At that point you can wind, and a wind is a turn that way. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 15 seconds, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. When you're happy with your winding, you will pull it to the one and only click. You can now set your time. Does not have a hacking movement, so don't worry about that. It's going to keep going on you. And sometimes when you go backwards, it kicks that second hand back. You'll notice you've got a wobble crown. That deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and pulling on it, you're not putting any adverse pressure on anything. Okay, Google, what time is it? 10:59 a.m. When you're good with that, push it over, get it out of that time setting, and wind it down. And that build is your build. Hope you like it, man. It came out pretty awesome. I like to use these vintage bezels. I like to use these bronze dials, and just goes so well with leather. But that is your build, sir. As with every build, it's going to come with matching beads. This also comes in a brown special edition Kraken box. So it'll come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. Did I put a mark on that? Apparently you get a cool one with a little mark on that. Actually, let's leave that one here. I'll grab this one. So it's good on everything here in the center. Non-toxic, non-streaking, non-residue. You also have some leather conditioner to keep this leather strap perfectly soft. Apply it on the front and back if you feel that it's not as pliable or soft as you like. Work it in and remove any excess. A little bit will go a long way. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon. It's the same thing as Polywatch. It's for your acrylic glass. You can scratch it, but if you do, no worries. Put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out using your included microfiber. If the scratches up and down, go left and right, haze it, fill it all in, and then buff it. If you do not get it, wait 5-10 minutes, let that solidify, and do another layer to build that back up. If you do it too soon, you're going to pull out what you've put in. So that is your build, sir. Congrats on, I believe it's your first build from me. Congrats on Kraken 202. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. If you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.